Hey, what's going on, everybody? Joe Menza here. Thank you for joining me for yet another watercolor painting video. And I've already sprayed water. I'm getting lazier as time goes by. I just use my spray bottle and wet the paper down. Now I'm coming in with just some faint yellow ochre. And we're just making some quick strokes here. We're going to leave it relatively light in some areas. There's a little bit of alizarin and a little bit of blue. I think I want to go a little stronger than that. Take a little bit of alizarin crimson and some French ultramarine blue. You can use ultramarine blue. And we'll close in the top. Okay, so here we go with some French ultramarine blue, a little alizarin crimson. Got a little bit of a purple cast going on here. And put in some clouds, but you know what? Let's just go ahead and cover the whole thing, and we'll go just a little bit darker on the clouds. I think that'll work out a little bit better. So we'll dab into some Payne's Gray, haven't cleaned the brush, and make some cloud shapes with just what's already on the brush. Just dabbing that in with our large Ron Ranson Pro Art Hake brush. And if you're looking for these as of this video, I've got a few more in my shop that I didn't realize I had. I had ordered a case of them, and I've got some in my shop right now on eBay. I also sell paintings there. I've had people asking me about my paintings, and I do put them on there. I don't sell them for a lot. I want people to enjoy them and just get some money back for just to get some more supplies to keep sharing with you all this wonderful hobby. So I put a little bit on the left corner there, and I just want to close off the left side a little solidly. We'll get some light coming in from the top. And these clouds are very dark. So one way you can alleviate that is, if you want to lighten that up a little bit, is take a little tissue. I'm using a little Kleenex here. And I'm just kind of dabbing that out, one finger inside. And we'll just create a little bit of tops to the clouds. Just dabbing gently on the top of the clouds there. We want a little bit of a rainstorm effect. Rainstorm over a field, as I think I'll call this one. And just tidying things up a little bit with the tissue. Now, if you really want an effect, you use a crisper. The crisper tissue you use, the more of an effect that you'll have. So now I'm coming in with some alizarin crimson on the brush, some light red. And we're just going to create some basic colors for the field area. And we'll go into yellow as we come down, and then when we put grasses over the top, it'll all come together. So I'm taking my soft Frank Clark goat hair brush, and I'm just pulling down some of the colors that are there to create almost like look like a rainstorm coming from the clouds above for my rain on a field painting. It's one way you can achieve that as it's drying. And now I'm going to put some greens into the field and give it all a little spray. So from here, I will take that same goat hair brush that's frizzied up and just dab dry, semi-wet brush into the paint to create some effects like I did in the short series. It's a nice way to create textures. It's always good to look for different ways to create textures. Again, just dabbing in some different variations of greens, trying to create blades of grass. Putting in a little bit more green, spraying it with the spray bottle again. I'm using the larger spray bottle, which creates a little more blobs, as opposed to the small spray gun, which does very fine mist. It depends on what you want. If you just want to keep it wet, the fine mister. Now I've got a little excess paint on this brush, so I'm going to use this to create some distant foliage in the background and just get what's left off of my brush. And this will serve as a sort of a distant foliage toward the horizon. And we'll put in some more layers coming forward. We don't just want a plain horizon line to keep things from getting too dull or too boring. Something interesting to look at. Okay, so now I'm coming back in and I'm just putting some darker foliage over the top of the background. Try not to cover up too much. This is Payne's Gray with some yellow and some blue. Just trying to keep a dark contrast against the lighter background there. We got some nice light going. If you notice above the clouds, there's light. Then you have the dark cloud. And then you have the light just above the foliage there. So it provides a nice counter change. And that's what gives some interest to the eye. Taking a small soft brush here and just kind of blending that in a little bit. Don't want that too dark. So by the time I upload this video, I'll probably be hitting 5,000 subscribers. I appreciate everybody watching, and I hope that you're enjoying your painting and I'm pointing you in the right direction. So once again, I'm coming in with some darker green. You can leave the field more open than I did, but I'm just creating some darker grass here, just using the Payne's Gray, yellow, and blue. This is really the fun aspect of it, and that's why I share with you guys, so that you can have something enjoyable and find the enjoyment that I have with this process. So I appreciate you watching. If there's something you want to see, let me know. If there's something you don't like about the videos, I notice I get a few thumbs down every now and again. Let me know what that is. If I can accommodate. Maybe I'm not explaining or showing something. I'm taking the butt end of my pen right here and I'm just creating some scratches in this little tree that I made. Again, this is ultramarine blue, Payne's Gray. Actually, I'm using French ultramarine blue now. Payne's Gray and some cad yellow hue, yellow ochre. You can use any combination. I'm just getting some darker aspects to the trees. I had someone ask me in the comments if I sold my artwork, and the answer is yes, I do. I have it on eBay. I've had people many times tell me I'm not selling it for enough. I'm not really in this to make some super killing. Not that, you know, it's easy with art anyway. I just want to be able to buy more paints and supplies and create more videos and be able to, you know, try different papers and different brushes and things, and that helps supplement that. So if you want to support my channel, check out my eBay shop. And I do have some brushes there. You can, right now that I had a whole case of them, if I didn't mention that already. You can pick up some brushes. Again, I don't sell those for a lot either. So here I'm working on the foliage a little bit. I probably should have left it open a little more than what I did. and left a little more of that tan and reddish color showing, but that's okay. Leave some things showing, leave a little white showing. It creates some areas of interest for the eye. The counter change or the contrast is what makes a painting sort of dazzle the eyes. Now I'm just taking my brush and using Neat Paint Cad Yellow to create highlights. I'm just kind of dabbing in a little bit, trying to keep the foreground. A lot of different elements of interest there. Let's zoom in. You'll see the clouds. You'll see that light and the darkness in the corner. You know, a lot of these I do from imagination. I just start going and I go with it. That's something you'll, after you do enough of these, you probably be able to do yourself. So that's it, everyone. I do appreciate all of you watching. Please comment and subscribe. Have a wonderful day.